At the beginning of the story, we are introduced to a young and beautiful woman named Anna Merchant and her boyfriend Bryce. Anna is a schoolteacher. One morning before leaving for work, she is watching the news on TV about a serial killer named Jack, who has spread terror throughout the city. He has already murdered many women, but the police have still not been able to catch him. Anna leaves for work as usual. That night, she goes to a bar with her friends, where they all have a great time. It gets very late. While returning home alone, Anna decides to take a shortcut across a bridge. At that moment, she witnesses a horrifying incident. The serial killer Jack murders a woman right in front of her eyes. Anna is completely terrified. She tries to quietly leave the area, but just then, her phone starts ringing. Hearing the sound, Jack begins to chase her and attempts to attack her as well. By accident, Anna falls off the bridge, hitting her head on an iron pipe. As a result, her vision becomes blurry, and she then falls into the water. Jack immediately takes Anna's phone and purse and escapes. After some time, Anna regains consciousness and finds herself in a hospital. But something strange has happened. She cannot recognize any of her friends. She had been unconscious in the hospital for a week. When Bryce tries to explain things to her, Anna becomes frightened upon seeing him and starts running away from him. When the doctors try to give her an injection, Anna locks herself inside the bathroom. Looking at her face in the mirror, she becomes even more scared because she cannot recognize her own face either. According to the doctors, Anna has developed face blindness, prosopagnosia, which prevents her from recognizing human faces. Everyone is shocked by this diagnosis. Later, Bryce brings Anna back home. However, Anna no longer feels comfortable with Bryce the way she used to. At times, she even sees someone else's face instead of Bryce's. Around this time, a detective from the police station calls, requesting Anna's statement. That same day, Bryce takes Anna to the police station, where they meet Detective Carter. He informs them that the attack on Anna was also carried out by the same psycho serial killer. Although Anna remembers everything, due to her face blindness, she is unable to identify who exactly attacked her. Detective Carter believed that the killer might attack Anna again. That is why the detectives wanted Anna's help to catch him. They showed her many photographs, hoping she could recognize her attacker. However, they did not know that Anna was already suffering from face blindness. Anna was about to explain this, but she was initially stopped. Still, she managed to tell them that she could no longer recognize human faces. After Anna left, Detective Carter went to one of his colleagues and told him everything about her condition. The detectives then restarted the investigation from scratch. Meanwhile, the trauma of that horrifying incident had settled so deeply into Anna's mind that she could not sleep properly. Sometimes, even the sight of a bridge would frighten her. On the other hand, the detectives went to meet the man who had rescued Anna from the water. Around this time, one of Anna's female friends came to keep her company and showed her a newspaper. Anna's incident had been published there, and the police had even revealed that Anna was suffering from face blindness after the attack. Seeing this, Anna became furious because the police's action had put her life in even greater danger. Until now, the serial killer had stayed away from Anna because he feared she might recognize him, but now he surely knew that Anna would not be able to identify him. After the detectives left, the killer went to the man who had pulled Anna out of the water and murdered him. From the expression on the man's face, it was clear that he had recognized his killer. Anna decided to seek treatment for her condition. She visited a doctor, but it did not help much. A few days later, Anna returned to work at school. Strangely, all the children's eyes appeared blue to her. For a moment, all the children looked exactly the same to her. So, she put name stickers on their clothes to tell them apart. At one point, a woman came to pick up her daughter, but Anna had already sent the girl away with her father. The woman became extremely angry because she had clearly told Anna that her daughter was not to be sent with anyone except her. In reality, these mistakes were happening because of Anna's illness. Eventually, because of these incidents, the principal suspended Anna. Her once beautiful life completely changed. One night while returning home on a train, Anna found her purse. She was terrified. She began to think that the killer must be somewhere nearby. She immediately called the detective and told him everything. The detectives instructed her not to get off the train until they arrived, to stay in a crowd, and not to remain alone. Suddenly, the call disconnected, and at that very moment, a man wearing a t-shirt started walking toward Anna. She panicked. Out of fear, she pulled the train's emergency chain. The guards arrived and caught the man, but later it was revealed that the man was actually Anna's father, whom Anna herself had invited to meet her. When he called her by her name, Anna finally realized who he was. She hugged her father and broke down in tears. Anna was completely shattered by her condition. Sometimes, Even Anna's own face would appear to her as someone else's. Anna was slowly losing her sanity. Enduring all of this was becoming impossible for her. So once again, she went to see a doctor. Here, Dr. Reyna told Anna something shocking. She revealed that she herself had been hearing impaired, deaf, for many years, but she had turned her weakness into her greatest strength. No one who met her could tell that she was deaf. She advised Anna not to recognize people by their faces, but instead by their voices, movements, and physical build, because every person in the world has a unique voice and manner of movement. Regular practice, she said, was essential. Anna understood what the doctor meant. The doctor even practiced with her personally. With the decision to turn her greatest weakness into her strength, Anna got to work. She began trying to recognize people by their body structure, the way they walked, and their voices. She even practiced in crowded places. Throughout this entire process, the doctor fully supported her. One day, in a crowd, Anna accidentally bumped into a man. The man behaved as if he already knew her. Anna found him very strange. She went to a nearby officer to report it, but by then, the man had disappeared. Later, Anna went to the police station to meet Detective Carter. Surprisingly, that day she was able to recognize the detective's face. It was the first face she had recognized since the accident. Anna had come there to learn more details about the killer. The detectives lined up several criminals in front of her so she could identify her attacker. But Anna felt that none of them was the man who had attacked her. That day was Anna's birthday, so she went to a nightclub to celebrate with her friends and Bryce. Although everyone's faces still seemed different to her, she was able to recognize people by their voices and gestures. But in the middle of the party, a major problem occurred. Anna mistakenly assumed that a man who looked similar was Bryce and began getting close to him. Just then, the real Bryce saw what was happening. When Anna noticed the man's tie, she immediately realized she had made a terrible mistake. Bryce was devastated by the incident. After looking through Anna's notebook, he realized that Anna could not actually recognize him and had been lying to him. Unable to tolerate this anymore, Bryce became angry and left the party. A short while later, Anna received a phone call. The call came from the serial killer's phone. He told her that she looked amazing tonight and that her dress was beautiful. Hearing this, Anna began to tremble with fear. She noticed that none of her friends were around her. Every person present started to look like the killer to her. Anna panicked. Just then, she ran into Nina. The killer had already warned her that her friend was with her. And at that exact moment, a horrifying incident occurred. A man murdered Francine. But the most terrifying part was that, to Anna's eyes, the killer blended into the crowd. Chaos broke out inside the club. Taking advantage of the confusion, the killer escaped. The police soon arrived at the scene. Detectives Ross and Carter also came and sealed off the area. At that moment, a man came out of the restroom, but it was Detective Lane. The killer managed to escape. At the scene, the police found a blood-stained handkerchief and a tie, one that looked exactly like the kind of tie Bryce used to wear. So, was Bryce really the killer? Or was someone deliberately trying to frame him? The detectives go to search Anna's house. There, they find Anna's phone inside Bryce's coat. Anna's mind simply cannot accept that Bryce could do something like this. After all, she had been with him for so long. But at this point, Bryce suddenly goes missing. Concerned for Anna's safety, Carter asks Lane to track Bryce's location. However, this would not be possible before Monday. Meanwhile, Detective Ross begins to develop personal feelings for Anna. For her protection, he takes her away from the city to a remote island so that Bryce cannot reach her. Based on all the evidence the police have so far, it appears that Bryce is the notorious serial killer Jack. Only a few families live on the island, and according to Ross, the place is completely safe for Anna. That very night, Ross tells Anna that Bryce has been arrested, but that he is completely denying the accusations of being the killer. At this time, the only person Anna feels she can trust is Detective Ross. He is the only person she can recognize, the only face she has been able to remember. Taking advantage of this closeness, Ross confesses his love for Anna. That same night, the two of them grow intimate. But the next morning, Anna has another terrifying dream. She wakes up in fear and, mistaking Ross for the killer, strikes him on the head with a jar. The shocking part is that Anna cannot recognize Ross at that moment, because Ross has shaved his beard. The very feature that helped Anna identify him is now gone. Anna feels terrible because she truly believed she recognized Ross. Just then, Ross receives a call from Lane, who informs him that Bryce's DNA report has come back negative. In other words, Bryce has been cleared. After this, Anna goes back to the doctor. She believes that she can recognize faces in her dreams, so she wants to reach her subconscious through hypnosis. The doctor begins the hypnosis, and Anna enters a trance state. But even then, the killer's face remains blurred. Despite trying hard, Anna is unable to recognize the killer's face. At that moment, even the doctor's face seems strange to her. For safety reasons, Ross brings Anna back to her own home. Meanwhile, Carter arrests 4 more suspects, but Lane reports that their test results are also negative. The police try their best, yet there is still no trace of the killer. Anna lives in constant fear, worried that the killer could reach her at any moment. Just then, she receives a message from Bryce, asking to meet her once. Anna also wants to meet him. Before going, she informs the detective. When they meet, Bryce apologizes to Anna, but doubt still lingers in her mind. Is this man really Bryce, or someone else entirely? Then Bryce shows Anna a proposal ring. Seeing it, Anna finally believes that this man is truly Bryce. At the same cafe, we also see that the attacker is present, watching Anna. Soon after, Anna breaks up with Bryce, leaving him heartbroken. He protests, saying, "But your messages said something completely different." Bryce goes to the restroom, but Anna is shocked when she sees his phone. On it is a message supposedly sent from Anna's phone, but Anna had never sent any such message. Could this be the work of the killer? While Bryce is in the restroom, Lane enters and attacks him from behind. At the same time, Anna tries to call Ross, but she can't find her phone anywhere. Lane kills Bryce and traps him in the restroom, then puts on Bryce's clothes. Here, the horrifying truth is revealed. The real killer is Lane himself. No one could catch him all this time because he was a police officer. From inside the department, he had been sabotaging every investigation against him. The danger had been much closer to Anna from the very beginning. Lane knew every move Anna and Ross made in advance, which is why he made Ross's phone disappear, so Ross could not reach Anna. Lane then approaches Anna, appearing completely polite and harmless. Anna cannot recognize him because her mind sees a completely different face. She becomes extremely frightened, but senses that the killer is nearby. Mistaking Lane for Bryce, she tells him to leave, completely unaware that the real danger is right beside her. Once in the car, which contains a voicemail. Listening to it, he realizes that Anna's life is truly in danger. At that moment, Ross, who is nearby, overhears a thug talking and suddenly begins to connect the pieces. He starts thinking, at every location where a murder occurred, had Lane always been present? And all the evidence that seemed to implicate Ross, wasn't it actually planted by Lane? Now, Ross's suspicion falls squarely on Lane. He starts driving the car at full speed. Meanwhile, as Anna leaves the cafe with Lane, his demeanor seems extremely strange to her. Doubt begins to creep into her mind, and that doubt is confirmed when she notices his tie, perfectly tied. At that moment, Anna realizes this is not Bryce. Bryce had never known how to tie a tie so perfectly. Using her wits, Anna sprays Lane in the eyes and runs away. At the same time, Ross is coming down the same street. He sees Anna running, but Lane cleverly removes his coat and now appears in a police uniform. Both Ross and Lane have shaved faces, so Anna's mind sees them as looking the same, which terrifies her even more as she continues to flee. Lane attacks Ross, causing his gun to fall to the ground, which Anna picks up. She runs again, reaching a construction bridge. Lane chases her, and Ross follows the same path to reach her. Driven by his madness, Lane begins confessing all his crimes in front of Anna. He reveals details that had only happened between the characters themselves. At that precise moment, the real Ross arrives. Anna sees blood on his face and can finally recognize him. Realizing this, she shoots at Lane. Ross, trying to save Anna, shoots Lane as well. But before dying, Lane fires a shot at Ross's chest. Both Ross and Lane die there. Anna breaks down, crying uncontrollably. Now the killer is gone from Anna's life, but so is Ross. After the incident, Anna stays on the island, teaching the 6 or 7 children who live there. Gradually, through her own efforts and practice, she learns to recognize people accurately again. Additionally, Anna discovers another reason to keep living. After Ross's death, she finds out that she is pregnant. She finds a new purpose in life and lives peacefully on the island with her daughter. And thus, the story comes to its conclusion.